Hi guys, this is Miss Kopp, and I just wanted to pop on here real quick and take you on a tour through our virtual back to school slideshow. Here is my planning period and email address. If you have any questions, you can always contact me through email. If you'll click on the links below, and I'll show you a little bit of what that says. These are Grayson County Schools learning expectations for this virtual remote learning. It will give you on here your grades. It talks about coursework. It talks about participation and technology. And that's the wrong slide, but you get a peek of our second grade virtual Cougar Classroom. School supplies. This year our district was gracious enough to supply you with all the basic school supplies. The link here also tells you about picking up the school supplies, and I included this right here. It gives you more of a visual. The next slide talks about the same stuff, but this is just what was being put on Lawler Elementary's Facebook page. It tells you that next week you will be able to stop by Lawler and pick up your child's beginning of the year school folder, necessary school supplies, and a device if needed. Those dates are Wednesday, August the 19th from 9 to 5, and that's for students with last names of A through K. And Thursday from August the 20th from 9 a.m. to 5, that will be for students with last names of L to Z. Now, of course, if you've got students that have multiple last names in your household, I'm sure they will accommodate you and find all of them. What you will do is you will drive through the upper circle. You will need to be wearing a mask and remain in your car. The materials will be delivered to you, and if you are receiving a device, you will need to sign for it. Any questions, call the school, please. This is just going back over what we were talking about as far as the supplies and the devices. The next slide goes over some information about the parent forms. All school forms will need to be filled out and dropped off at the school. Please make sure that you finish them as soon as possible. When you return them, there will be the drop-off bins like we had in the spring. Just put them in your child's grade level. And when you fill out these forms, please put them back into the folder that you received them in and make sure your child's name's on them. Google Classroom is going to be the as the platform that we're going to be using this year. With that being said, if you'll click on the Google Classroom, and I will show you what it looks like. If it will come up. This is the Cougar Academy Classroom. This is the Bitmoji part of it. It has all of your links that you're going to need as you go through and stroll through it. It will give you additional information, more information about our office hours. This will be where all of your links and resources will be. There's links for that. There's some birthday stuff that we're going to be doing in there. There's also a page for math manipulatives. So check this out. It should be pretty interesting and fun to work in. That's all about. Here's where I just went and where you take the Cougar Academy classroom tour. And then the regular Google Classroom will look, and I know it's a little confusing, but Google Classroom is what you're entering into. The Google Bitmoji Classroom is just a place where you find all of the links. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. It gets confusing to some of us also. But here's what the second grade Cougar Academy looks like. This is for our virtual learners. So this will be, if you have assignments and stuff, this is where you're going to find them. The Bitmoji page will be in with this. It will have all of your links to it. Okay, moving right along. Um, OdysseyWare overview, that is our platform for virtual learning. It is compatible on desktops, laptops, and iPads. I will be monitoring your student progress on this. You will need to complete a certain number of lessons every day and weekly. The program will guide your child on the number of lessons to complete. So if you have any questions, of course, we will be there to help you. There is going to be a parent training on it, and for Google Classroom. Those trainings, the first one is going to be held on Tuesday, August the 18th. It's going to be at the middle school. If I'm not mistaken, you have to sign. Yes, there's a sign up process. There's going to be 2 other dates as well, I believe. Anyway, I've included your relaunch link to where that goes right into Grayson County Schools. It will give you all of the dates and additional information that you will need. Office hours, we're going to be set up days and times to contact. I will be contacting your child and working with him or her remotely. Meetings with your child might be individual or some might be in small groups. Sometimes we will need to meet with your child to assess his or her progress and provide help and support. We will use grade level team members to divide office hours when we meet. This will also be part of that meeting of doing some assessment at the first couple of weeks of school. My office hours are from 8 to 11. That's where we'll be doing the small groups, contacting and working with individual students. Resume back at 11:45 with continued meets and small groups. Do some parent communications and emails, reading through Dojo, and preparation for Google Classroom lessons for the following week. Our planning time will be from 1:30 to 2:30, and normally most days we will probably be in PLC meetings. And then from 2:30 to 3:30, Google Meet Classroom, Google Meet sessions, I'm sorry. That's to answer your questions and concerns. There are 2 nights that I will be available for you at the beginning of the year. That's going to be on Tuesdays from 5 to 5:30 and Thursdays from 6 to 6:30. So you have those hours for those parents that don't get off to work late, but they come home and their kids say, I need some help. I'm there to help you. Grading, we will be continuing grades this year or versus participation grades during NTI last spring. Students in grades K through 3 will not receive letter grades. They receive the E's, the M's, the P's, and the NY's. We will be marking those and assessing those. Oops. And you will be informed of those markings and those grades. Class Dojo is our parent communication platform this year. I know I have spoke with all my parents about signing up for Class Dojo. I sent you a link the day I spoke with you, but you can always find it again here on the back to school that's going to be pushed out, and it will also be in Google Classroom. Please sign up and turn on your notifications. This is our way to contact you and you to contact me, so we keep those communication lines open. There's a little bit of information about the Google Classroom. And this is a webcast from Miss Allie Clemens, our school counselor. On the Google Classroom, there is a link for you to fill out the form if you need to speak with her, and also this video that will give you information. She will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or concerns,